Good day, lords and ladies of the internet. I am your host, the Parafox Archangel, the English gentleman of the internet, and I welcome you back to our glorious little shack. So, what needs to happen? Well, I've been told a couple of things that need to happen. First off, why the hell is the water like that? No, not like that. Too much liquid. That's just weird, that liquid right there, if you don't mind. Oh, well, the puff is finally moving again, so I guess that's an improvement. So what I should do is go break this. Additionally, I was told to move all my dirt. I can't remember if I have or not. It looks to me like I have. Okay. Well, thank you for all the comments last week. I've been told quite a few things, such as why the water is hot is because this always just outputs water permanently at 40 degrees, no matter what the water was before. So, what that says to me is that in order to cool this water down, we should consider having the piping, rather than just go straight up to it, work through the water, considering this starts at 10 degrees, at negative 10 degrees. It makes sense, because then it filters itself, and it gets it cools itself down, as well as gets filtered. But it's also a case of the water isn't even running right now, so it's not entirely relevant. We also need to... Well, first I need to wrangle these hatches. A couple of these hatches. And just turn off that. There we go. Seal off this area. That's what another thing I was told to do. Because it's creating the polluted dirt. It's shifting over polluted dirt. Although I do also want to break that down over there, so that... That thing needs wrangling. I didn't see that there. Yeah, we need to break... If we mine out this algae, we then get access to that meat. And a little fish. If we take this little puff and break open this area, we will also have a little puff in the area. There we go. Much happier little puff. Now rebuild that airflow filter, please. One of the primary things we need today is to... Where's that water coming? Oh, it's coming from this. Right, of course. How did food poisoning get into this? Oh! Huh. So that's how food poisoning gets into the water. Because of the fact it's... people get food poisoning from entering this. Huh. So surface germs can be wiped off from water. Why didn't I even consider that? Okay. Yep, we even took that meat from down there. Good. How is the little rooms doing now? You have 4 little critters. You have 5 little critters. Can someone wrangle this one and then just shove it back in here? In fact, there looks to be 2 hatches in here waiting to be wrangled. Someone said just kill the extra hatches. To which I say, not the worst idea, but we want as many hatches as possible so that we can get as many eggs as possible. Right, so what is the main goal of this entire location? Well, we're going to beautify it, as well as get into space, but that's for later. So, what do we need in order to get into space and beautify it? Well, we need plants. We also need to make, actually, the bedrooms bigger, quite frankly. Because if we make them 3 tall, then we can apply this crown molding stuff alongside it. And then we can have plants hanging from the ceiling. Which just feels like it would be nice to me. So that's going to be among the goals. But one thing we seriously need to do is relocate our little farm. Quite frankly. Because it's getting a little dead. To put it lightly. So where can I create a new farm? Quite frankly, here looks like possibly the best location currently. Possibly. Right above the kitchen. So you know what? We're gonna do that. I've also thought about the idea that maybe just maybe, I should consider making that a wall instead of what it currently is, and then just making everything up here into a Dreco farm. Because Drecos are cool. To a degree. And why is there 4 morbs in very close proximity with each other? Plus, by having a Dreco farm up here, it would also help with the problem that I keep having, that everything is hydrogen. So I wouldn't have to worry about that as much. But there's no hydrogen in this little section, so if we want to do that, we frankly need to just accept that that right there is becoming entirely tiles. Just to make sure it doesn't get too messed up. How's our mechatronics engineer coming along? Who was it again? It's whoever the engineer is. May. You're almost there, May. Currently, all of the plants are having problems growing due to a distinct seeming lack of air around this area, around up here. Because a lot of it is, well, not the right kind of air. Someone open that door for the poor little stupid idiot. Get out, you idiot! Get out, you idiot! Thank you. Someone go do the door now. Good, now that puff should not be getting trapped. Should it? Just like these hatches shouldn't either. Oh, we're not researching something. That cannot be allowed! We need to research something all the time. The problem is, we don't exactly know 100% what we should research right now, so I'm saying, if we do high temperature forging, we could then make these just pure blossom seed, and then a little glass section up top to be the whatchamacallit. How big is this room currently? 77. How big's the maximum size of a greenhouse? That size. You know what? That's good for now. Guys, we really want that storage bin created before the hatch, the little nymph, shine nymph hatches, just so we can have a greater chance of actually, you know, growing the thing. Just because we need to make sure it's in there for now, because we don't have glass yet. How are you doing now, May? May is at 98%. Good, good. We're almost there. How's everyone doing on morale, by the way? Ooh, everyone's pretty damn high. Oh, our little Prince Puff has been born. Move! Get an egg in there. Good job, Ascan. You're Ascan, right? Cool. Good job, my boy. Now, we want, like, every other one to be a blossom seed for now. Because we don't have enough blossom seeds to fully upgrade it. So, we'll make some meal lice up here. I was also told to use, whatchamacallit, the mushrooms. But the problem I have with the mushrooms is the fact they require slime to be fertilized. Although I'm not exactly sure how much slime they require. So if for now I just cancel you and say slime. 400 grams a cycle, so 4 kilograms. How much do we produce? Not 4 kilograms. I doubt. Welcome to the gentleman's... I'm not saying it. Are any of you worth my time? Well, no. Because, quite frankly, what we need is a proper engineer, which none of you are, bye-bye. Glum. Why are you glum? Or is it just because you guys haven't been... Yeah. Someone's not been treating you very nicely. I think I'm gonna need a second rancher, due to the amount of animals I seem to have. Do I want a sage hatch? Do I care about a sage hatch? I'll keep a sage hatch. A sage hatch. I admit, I'm really quite worried about this water. Mostly because of the fact it's hot, and it's just going to keep building up. Just like this gold. You're emitting 12 kilograms a second. No wonder there is so bloody much. That block there is over a ton. I'm sure. Right. So, I suppose I should start the process of beautifying this place. So, these need to be built here. For some reason, it's not telling me whether it's not allowed or not. So, there. Which would mean bed, open space there. Which would then mean that. That's what it would mean. Build those there. Because once you build those there, we can start beautifying your bedrooms. I always said I wanted a really nice decor-looking place. And I am prepared to make it this time. Because we can. Because the options are there. We're not low on water. We're not low on algae right now. We are... Well, to be fair, if I just mine out like that... Is there a way, around here, I can safely obtain a Draco because for some stupid reason it spawned in a vacuum? Also, you know what? There's an ice biome over here. I wonder if I can safely make it there. It does not look like I can. Phooey. There's so much slime everywhere. I'm starting to think I'm just going to have to accept this slime and acknowledge it. Which is not something I want to do. Also, I love how this vent here is basically flooded. Alright, next priority. Delete those. I am going to give you guys nice-looking bedrooms. But in order for me to do that, you need to let me. And before you can let me, I've got to break your beds. Some of you are going to probably have a rough night tonight. Well, 2 of you will. Cool, you done that. Now, make that along with these. And then your beds, everybody. Remember to keep the Draco food full, everyone. Yep, I didn't think... that's a lot of eggs. Omelets you all got to eat then. Well, I was about to say, why is it so miserably cold in there? And that's because it's an ice biome. But that ice biome seems to be really working towards making everything chilly. Something I'm not against, honestly. Alright, Joshua, you get your beds back now. Again, I'm sorry about leaving you out without a bed last night. But sometimes it happens. Missing resource. Transparent. Transparent has yet to be discovered. What the hell is a transparent? Oh well, or whatever. Hanging pots. We're gonna make nice, fancy, overly fancy little homes for everyone. I am not comfortable with us living or acknowledging the fact we have a shack. So, I am going to do everything to make sure it is not a shack. It is going to be a beautiful little manor. I don't care what it says on the deed. It is a manor. See? Does this not look beautiful, guys? It doesn't look as beautiful as the previous version, but that's because there's still crap on the floor. Once we clear the crap off the floor, your temperature should be... your decor should be amazing. And you will enjoy it so much. So, what do we need now? We might want to improve our automation. And I just realized May is probably good enough again. Yes, she is. May, you're now a golfer. We're gonna have a mechatronics engineer by the end of the episode, no matter what it takes. And I really need to get to an ice biome. If we dig through, like so, we should be able to get to the ice biome with the minimal amount of why are you stressed? Not enough morale, you say? Well, aren't you a little picky? Oh yeah, I was also told to make more air fresheners. Even if it does technically reduce the amount of oxygen we have. Cool. Oh, you did not take long to mine through that at all, did you? Well, Ren, go be a proper digger. You know what I have just thought, because we just unleashed a bit of slime lung, we probably want that there. Yeah, you can visibly see the slime lung growing at this point. Which is concerning. Welcome to the gentleman's... I don't like any of your stats. at all. Goodbye. What do you mean I can't place a briar plant there? Oh, is it because of this... The crowning? Oh. So I actually have to make it a plant pot on the bottom of the ground. Well, that's annoying. You know, sandstone says plus 10% decor. Granite says plus 20%. We know a briar leaf gives, whatchamacallit, 16 decor. So I can't help but wonder whether that number's going to increase if we make that out of granite. Oh, look, a geyser. Huh. I wonder what that one is. Or whether there's going to be any quick way to get to it. And why the germs aren't actually spreading. They seem to be dying. Is it because everyone's just breathing them in? That actually wouldn't surprise me. What's everyone's germ count right now? Basically nothing. Why is there food poisoning all over the air? Because of this polluted water. It's likely because of that polluted water. Where can I dump that polluted water? I mean, that has to be the reasoning for why there's germs all over the air, right? Guys. I'm reloading this because you're fucking idiots! Can you please make sure the toilet is empty? In the meanwhile, I'm gonna try and look for a place for us to dump our polluted water. Our germy polluted water, I should more so say. Welcome to the gentleman's... Maybe. You want to be a rancher? Do you now? And apparently decent at it. And we could use a second. Screw it. And you're good at engineering, so you're in, Carmel! I hope you enjoy your initial start as a farmer! Why is the polluted or the slime lung dying off out of interest? Low germ count in this area is causing them to die rapidly. Less than 451 germs are... Is it because there's not enough germs? Huh. So the germs are dying because there's not enough of them. Is that what you're telling me? That's pretty hilarious to me. Oh my god, why is there slime lung in there? Well, our... water's been kind of polluted a little, I see. Anyone care to explain why? Huh, this thing's covered in slime lung. I wish there was a disinfect command. You know, that you could... Oh, there is! I didn't even realize that. There actually is a disinfect command. That's amazing. I wish I'd realized that sooner. The water's breaking in again. How is the water getting in? You're not allowed through that door. Well, most people aren't allowed through that door. Frankly, we need this water mopped up simply because it's kind of too hot, if nothing else. To be fair, this in here is, hydrogen, so I could just break into here. Plus, it would give me a Draco egg, actually, so I think I've just had a really good idea. Last week, I was also given the suggestion of making a self-automated oxygen machine, which involves an electrolyzer. Now, what do we need to make that electrolyzer? Obviously, water. What water don't we want anything to do with? This water! It works. Problem is, yeah, it just works. So, could someone tell me where my little miner is? Ren! That's a bunch of stuff we need mining. Okay. Well, where's Ren? Where's my... There he is. Ren, get over here. Of course I do it in the middle of the day when no one's working. Hell. I still want to know why I can't mop up that. These germs are going down. And hopefully we can keep them down. Those germs will die off eventually, is what I should say. May, how you doing? Pretty slowly. Of course there's no med build thing built. If the guy just mined instead of going all the time, he would have actually got through everything. Bloody prick. Oh, there's actually a lot of polluted gas in there. Is this puff glitched again? Would explain a lot. Where are we going to make our self-contained oxygen filter? More so, how are we going to make our self-contained oxygen filter, as we still don't have enough Weezewarts? I don't know how there's no germs in there, unlike last time, and yet this time we've got tons of germs in here, which are slowly dying off, and will die off, because there's somehow no polluted water in there. I don't exactly know how. You're working hard, Ren, I'll give you that. We're getting ever so closer to that Weezewort. We've 2 sage eggs now, do we? Don't think we need 2. We might also have an easier dealing with the hatches if we had less of them. I do acknowledge that. Ren, where are you? There you are. You're digging through to the geyser. Good man. Good man. With your digging skill, we'll get there eventually. We don't know what it is or what it could be, but it might be useful. Possibly. They're occasionally useful, I should say. These things. I note the water is... this polluted water is slowly increasing in temperature, but it's still low enough that it doesn't matter. I remember also being told to make this a proper room. The power plant. Which I don't disagree with. I probably should. Welcome to the gentle... You've got a lot of digging. I don't need a digger. No. Resist the urge. No. He's got negative strength. They've got too much negative athletics. You're the only one that might be worth it. And you can't cook either, which is not the best thing. And you're an interior decorator, which with terrible artistry. You know what? But decent tinkering. We know what? We can get better than you. Plus, I don't have a new bedroom prepared for whoever's next. No, Ren. Oh, you're getting air, are you? Where are you going? Oh, you're digging. Oh, you're digging the algae I just told you to dig. Huh. I can't complain. That is technically what I just told you to do. I want to complain. Trust me, I do. But I can't. By the way, come over here. And pray that the little Drecos can be don't mind being flooded too much. If you're drowning, little baby, you might want to move yourself. There we go. And that should help solve our water problem for a while. Well, the fact this water keeps overflowing, I mean. That water problem. I was also told to make another hydrogen generator, to which I say, I don't need to until I'm actually suffering from problems. In other words, until the power starts getting problems in how much we produce, I don't need another second hydrogen generator. And even after that point, I could probably solve the problem by just having an engineer. A briar plant is worth 26 decor in a granite box. How much is it worth down here? Still 26. Huh. Did they up the decor values? Or am I just overthinking these things? I'm also very worried that this gas pump might actually overheat. Oh! You started producing water again. I see. Well then. I guess now is that time I need to actually suggest doing what I did. Because it is true, it's made out of Actually, theoretically I should make it out of radiant pipe. But the fact it's made out of this gold, which is already super hot, just makes me feel things would just get worse from me doing that. Wolframite increases thermal differencing. Oh, okay. So I should be making it out of wolframite. I can't get much wolframite. So I'm going to cancel this for now. It's like hell am I going to use wolframite normally, so... Yeah, that puff is glitched. I can't wait for it to die. It's going to die soon. It's a very glitchy puff, is that. So question, can you actually get to that side over there, Ren? Yes, you can. Okay, that's good to know. So how much wolframite will we have by the end of this is the question. There we go. That's all the wolframite made. So how much do we have? 5,000. I can make 51 pipes. Got it. There we go. 51 pipes. Well, not less than 51 actually, but that makes it even better. Oh, this has been made. Okay, good. Ren, come on! Yeah, because the liquid pipe is 1 degree, it should help cool this down. As heat does try to find an average temperature between the two. So it would, like, lower down to about 20, hopefully. Which would be amazing. How much eggshell do we have? 20 kilograms, you say? Well then, if we have 20 kilograms of the stuff, we might want to consider actually start making the refinery stuff. To make our steel. Over here is going to be where we make our, well, as I say, refinery thing. Simply because it's easy for it to overheat. So what is it? Steam. Ah, hell. Not another one. We don't need more steam. Especially actual steam rather than a cool steam. Die. Die on me. I'm gonna sit here and watch you die. Mr. Puff. Or Mrs. Puff, even. You stay alive. I'm watching you. Welcome to the gentlemen's. You're a good rancher, but you're flatulent. Go away. And the rest of you don't have good enough skills. Go away. I'm back to you, Miss Puff. Yes, you glitchy little piece of crap. You die. Here we go. Our steel plant. Here. We have our steel plant right here, ready. Now, how much iron do we have? Crap tons. We don't care about iron. The amount of iron we have is fine. It requires 2 reed fiber in order to make one of these. You are too cold. That is hilarious to me. What does reed fiber need to grow, if you don't mind my asking? Approximately 22... a temperature of 22 and a lot of polluted water. And by a lot, I mean that is significantly more than well, the sleet wheat requires. So where am I meant to get that kind of water from? That amount of water. I mean, here's a good place for that amount of water, but I have no idea how, but we somehow are producing enough polluted oxygen. I've never actually had a polluted oxygen farm work like a polluted oxygen farm. So, as in the word properly. Ah, you're getting too hot. So, if I can get lime using this thing, eggshell to lime, I can make 4 doses of it with my current amount of eggshells. Wow. That is pathetically bad. Yeah, I'm definitely getting the feeling I'd produce so much more with less hatches. Because if I had less hatches, less of them would be glum. So, who's the youngest out of each, in each little area? Wow, that's the old, some of these little bastards are old. We only got 40 days left of life. I'm gonna need some incubators in here, in each of these places. That's gonna be hot. You're almost there, May. Hopefully by the end of the day. Let's just put a critter sensor available, shall we? Not quite sure how those work. In fact, I should probably make sure I've got an auto sweeper in each area too. I should have made all of the decor stuff out of granite. God damn it. Alright, becomes active or on standby depending on the number of eggs in the room. So it becomes active when there's less critters in the room. Okay then. So, I'll work it out. That is the funniest sounding kiln I've ever heard. What did they make it out of? A bagpipe? You know what? I wouldn't actually I could actually believe that. It looks like it's made from a bagpipe. And that's how you operate that machine. You literally have a button you have to keep punching. Really? Oh, okay. Welcome to the You're a good rancher. But we don't need a rancher. Really. It'd be nice, considering how many animals we have. But we're already on the process of making a second one. We don't have an engineer. We do technically have an architect. So, yeah. No to all of you, I'm afraid. I'd probably take you if you had, like, 8 strength, Ruby. But try again with 8 strength. Well, there's tiles up there. You know what? Screw it. We're going on an expedition. In order to advance in this game, you need to be willing to explore. And in order to explore, you need to open your ways up to exploring. You're almost there, May. And the moment you're there, that's when we can make our little oxygen plant down here. Because we can't really make it until we have the mechatronics working, so that we can then, you know, have people properly moving between things. Yeah, we definitely seem to have too many hatches in order to make them all happy little egg layers. Need 100 transparent in order to... Oh, glass is now just called transparent. Is that it? Molten glass. Solids goes into transparent. Or is there just multiple things that are considered transparent then? Transparent. Okay. Transparent. It doesn't come up in the properties menu. Okay. You're all working quite nicely. That was a whole lot of nothing. Good to know. You know, I'm interested what this thing down here is, because that clearly needs to be broken into in order to see it, so see what it is, but the problem is we can't get to it because of all the slime. Even if I don't mind slime anymore. I really need to make that whatchamacallit thing that was mentioned. The self-generating oxygen crap. Because I would clearly be quite useful at this point, probably. Was it mesh tiles that the auto sweeper can sweep through? I don't think I've built any mesh tiles so far. So you know what? I'm going to give it a go. That's a lot of reed fiber you got there. Same for you there. How long does it take you to grow in the wild? 8 cycles. I see. And what's your harvest? 1 reed fiber. Makes sense. So we're looking for ways to get more reed fibers. That sounds like a new potential your highest stat amongst all of you is 4, who it's its only stat. No. Go away. Are you a mechatronics engineer yet? No? But at least most of the slime lung in this place is dead, so I could probably safely break into it. I don't know how it's so cold around here. That just doesn't seem right to me for some reason. No. It can go through a... No, it can't go through a mesh tile. Now that's annoying. The fact it can't go through a mesh tile. However, if I put it like there, it could get all 3. So what I need to do is first cancel those. And break those. And then break that. Actually, no again. Forget that. It's 1 too high. That's just there permanently now, I guess. We need to make those. We need to make it there. And we're gonna have to make a auto sweeper there. Because there it can affect everything. You guys might be asking, why am I doing this? And the answer for that is because of... I want to be able to automize the allocation of resources. AKA where all the resources go. So I want to be able to have this... one of these... basically this track go all the way through. This thing, grab from that, send it into one of these, and send it all the way down here. By the way, are you a mechatronic yet? Yes, you are. Thank bloody God. Now we have access to some reed fiber as well. Glorious. I still have no idea how to harvest reed fiber other than the wild stuff. If I'm fully honest. Now, how hot is that conveyor rail? Apparently not hot at all. There's a lot of polluted oxygen in there, I see. You're working hard, May. We expect no less from you. After all, there's a lot to be made. We have a stone hatch egg? Where? Oh. Alright, why not? Why not? Also, this critter detector goes up to way too many critters. Because that's way too many that you can fit in a proper room. Do Pacus produce polluted dirt? Yes, they do produce polluted dirt. Okay. So have you just been slowly eating the algae that's next to you or something then? Either way, I need to get access to your meat and eggshells. You're building hard, I see. You're building quite hard. We still need another Wheezewort. The only other Wheezewort available to us is over here. So... and it's surrounded with chlorine, for some reason. You know what? I wonder if I can trap the air in there. I wonder if I can dig that. Oh, hello. Welcome to the gentleman's... soon not to be a shack. Are any of you worth my time? You've got really good kindness. That could be useful. If we ever need a medic. What's our current kindness? You've got 4. That should do. I don't think I need you, because you're not good at anything else. If you had... I would accept 5 kindness and be better and all-rounded stats than I would 8 kindness. Honestly. We will automize this place, and it will look beautiful when we do. I need a beautiful looking bathroom. I probably want that bathroom down here, where it's nice and warm for everyone. But a bathroom is 4 tall, is it not? The shower is, at least. So what do I need in order to make a shower room? Pumped wash station. I'm not sure if that refers to a shower or a... whatchamacallit? A sink. Could be both, actually. Thermal tolerance overlay. Displays comfortable temperatures for duplicants. Huh. So... does this mean it's not comfortable, or that it is comfortable? Oh, it actually says comfort zone and stuff. Okay, sure. I get it now. Oh. I think something just died and produced meat. Either that or something just ate meat. I'm not sure. Nope, it produced meat. Okay. So that's one dead hatch. So, can the auto-sweep gather the algae, or does this just not need any down here? It should do? If I made it... or can it just not acquire any of the... not you. Cancel that. If I deconstruct that... does it work now? It should be able to grab both. Maybe it needs to have the entire building available to it in order for it to work? I'm still experimenting a little with automation, I will admit. But it can be a bit temperamental. If it does need the entire... Why aren't you working? Because the auto-sweeper should be auto-sweeping onto you. Just as the auto-sweeper should be able to grab from that. Because it can... If you can put into that... So it can do that. But for some reason, it is not putting any of it onto the conveyor belt. Is it not a complete chain or something? Does it need to be one lower? These are things I must find out. Does this work, perhaps? May's stressed. I'm not surprised. May should be stressed. What's May's stress response? She vomits. Well, that's not good. Okay, so why aren't you sweeping anything into this, Mr. Auto Sweeper? Or is it because of the... that? Oh my god, it is. Wait, if I set that back to 5, what happens? If I set this to a 7, what happens? It works. Okay. Set that back to a 5. Now, if I build one... right here, I think it was, yep. And try to do this again. Welcome. You kind of suck. And you're a loud sleeper. You really are not... You want to be an operator, though, so... I think we can wait for better. I don't think I need it active right now, but... organic. Algae. And then... set that to a 7. What happens? Doesn't work right now, probably because it doesn't have power. Oh, but it does... It moves it the moment... It doesn't need power for it to get it to move, but it can hit it there. Okay. Thank you for informing me that this thing acknowledges priorities. Does the sweeper. Which is quite annoying, I must say. Well, I got it sorted, at least. That's the main thing. Also, for now, you can store a little... You can restore the refined metal. Well, at least I got it sorted now. As to why it wasn't working. So, what's the next stage of... You were a seed. I came over here, looked, you were a seed, and then you suddenly weren't a seed again. So what do I want to do with coal? I suppose is the question. Coal can be moved down here. Used down here, which it does need to be done, actually. How much lime do we have? Is this game... I wonder if it's smart enough to... whatchamacallit. So, say I want to make... say, eggshells arrive over here, but... algae goes at the bottom. Can I put it on the same track? Is it smart enough to push them apart, or do they have to be different tracks? Is my question. I don't think it is, from the looks of the way the setup is, actually. That plant's been uprooted. If we can then come over here and put the wart seed in, we will be able to finalize our energy production once and for all. And then we'll just need some ventilation shafts, honestly, because I haven't actually built those yet. Ha ha. Ha ha. Well, I need some more somatic. I just used basically all of it from that tiny little path of stuff. What's the temperature down there? Still pretty low, honestly, so it doesn't really matter too much. That's good. That's just annoying me, that being there, so I don't care about it anymore. Don't dance around like an idiot, please. I saw that. You can't fool me. That's right, move. Take that little Weezewort where it needs to go. Down below. Yes. Yes. Glorious. Well done. Now, once we finish up this ventilation shaft, we should be able to get going quickly. We need more eggs. To get more eggs, we need less hatches. Quite frankly. So if it senses... So if the amount of critters is over the amount needed, it will seize it as active. It turns active. So that means if it turns active, we want a not gate. A not gate for the incubator. Because that means if it's over the specified number, the incubator will just die and not work anymore. I'm telling too many people to build too many things. I think. Maybe. Oh, Travado's already a mega scientist. Well, I suppose I should make him the better scientist then. Sure, his stress is going to go through the roof, but... I thought you might get sick right there, May, for considering you're standing in the water. You are getting very stressed. What's your stress at the moment? And how's it changing even? It's not telling me particularly much, but it's going up quite rapidly. That's for sure. So you know what? I'm going to make you a fancy place. Because we can make a really fancy place now, can't we, guys? With the new updates to things. So, massage parlor. How much power does each of these take? 240. That means we can make 4 of them. Well, we could make 4 of them. We're making 2 of them. Okay, 3 of them. I can't have too many people massaging themselves all the time. Gotta put some limitation on it. Oh, I can't actually make the mounding until I've actually built everything else in the middle, can I? Can I not? Could I make the mounding over paintings? I can't remember. Don't think I could. No, it won't let me. How you doing, May? Yes, there's only one little thing left to make in the water. There you go. You're a really hard worker, May, and mostly because you're the only builder we have, and you're building everything. Which seems to be what always happens. I really should make you a medical bay, just so you can have a day off. But I'm not going to. Am I? Did I not have a hatch in it? A puff in here? Where'd the puff go? Well, crap. I think the puff died. The Prince Puff died, somehow. Well. I don't have any puff eggs. Well. Question. Is that polluted liquid full of germs? Answer. Irrelevant. May move there. If you vomit there, it's not so bad. Because then it'll lean down there. Head towards there. Don't worry, May. I've given you work orders to create yourself a nice massage parlor just for you. That's right, it's all for you. Because no one else is worth the stress. Is a big stressy right now. So, you feeling better, May? After your stress vomiting? I should hope so. Oh yes, we need to power this thing. I need to sort out the circuit, these things. I really just can't give you a day off, can I, May? You're suffering a lot, and yet I just work you harder and harder and harder, and you're a good tinkerer, and harder, and welcome aboard, and harder, and make another bedroom for us, May. Okay, I'm gonna have to just say, May, you want to rest? We're gonna let you rest. I'm just gonna hook up the power. I'll organize the rewiring later if I have to. Just make yourself some, you know, something you can relax on. You are so close. So very close, but at least you didn't have to go water diving today in order for your stuff. I really should be stopping now. We've done a few things today. A few. We've automized things a little. We've got fancy bedrooms. How is the decor looking? Right. Because this place is meant to be bloody beautiful, we need to establish where do we need to improve the decor. Here is never going to see a human being, so it doesn't matter. Here technically should never see a human being. Why is the Prince Puff there? This is why I hate puffs. I could really improve making the farm better, but the farm is only that bad because Meal Lice is ugly as all hell. I could plant a reed seed right there. I mean, it's the right temperature. All it needs is polluted water, which I'm sure we've got a bunch of just laying around the place. And it would start getting us some reed fibers, which would be nice. Yes, May, go take a nice relaxing massage. You need one. So does Travado, actually. His is really high. But you two are the only ones that do. You're idle again, are you? Well, our water is going up. To the point of, I feel I need to... How dare you get out, you little bastard. That's not good, the fact that's overloading. I need to work out the wires. Now. Reconstruct that. Someone. May's relaxed enough. We can't let something in there break. That's for sure. Well, as I was saying, this is a good place to stop. We've organized our refinement over here. We have a bit of lime. Probably not enough lime. We've got some... We've made some somatic. We've got a wire there that needs fixing immediately. Which is probably why it's not... Nothing's getting pumped over there. We are ready to make glass. If anyone can ever make that wire there. And... yeah. That's about it. So, everyone! What can I say other than... What do you think about my suggestion of making a Dreco farm right here? Because we've already got the hydrogen around the place. We just need to... It'll filter upwards. Once we get there. Kind of thing. And that's all that matters. And... well, we need to head to space. Which means we need to head up. Quickly. Preferably. Which we could probably do thanks to the fact we've hooked into there. We need to make the place look beautiful, meaning we need some more reed fibers available to us, so that we can place carpets everywhere. And yeah, a bunch of other stuff like that. So, what others can I say? Other than, thank you all for watching today. I have been your host through this endeavor, and I'd like to thank you all for coming to my shack. So... I'm afraid that, until next week, I'm afraid it's time for me to kick you all out of my shack. Yes, I haven't said that in a while, have I? So, until that next time, I'm afraid it's time for me to bid thee all farewell, good day, and finally, good night.